Hello everyone, welcome to the venue on 35th Street Feature Sundays. How's everybody feeling this evening? Okay. Yeah. So y'all are semi-excited to be here.
Yeah.
That's encouraging. Let's try that one more time. How's everybody feeling this lovely Sunday evening? Much better. We're a small crowd, but we are a mighty crowd. Thanks to everybody who came out. Thank you to all the features you're going to see this evening. Pardon me. My name is George, and for those of you who are new to the venue on 35th Street, welcome. A little bit about what we do here. Aside from just being a theater, we hold plays here, we hold classes for the arts in all different categories. Monday nights, we do the area's most loved open mic in Hampton Roads. It's a 4-hour-long open mic with every type of artist you can possibly imagine. Comedians, musicians, sometimes some magic, even though we haven't had magic in a while, Joseph moved away. But poetry, you name it, it goes on in here. And we usually farm, for lack of a better word, right out of the open mic for these feature events to give artists opportunities to basically expand their craft on stage and get more time than they would at the typical open mic. And we're very happy to have them here. And we're very happy that they agreed to be performers this evening. It's going to be a really good show tonight. We've got Suzette Sue Chains. We've got Josiah. Yeah, give it up. We've got Josiah, Tom Williams, Kristen Siddle, Michael Ridley, Claire and Trinity. And a little later this evening, we'll be seeing Richard Love, who came and dropped off his equipment, and he'll be back a little later on. So, that being said, we're just going to get right into it. A couple quick rules before we get started. Let's make sure our cell phones are on silent. Let's be respectful of our performers, and performers be respectful of your audience. Don't heckle the comedians, or your bait, basically. If you're one of those people that feels the overwhelming need to become part of the performance, then our performers have every right to make you part of the performance. Chances are you're not going to want to be part of the performance once they're done with you. That being said, everybody ready to have a good time? Oh, yeah. All right. So we're kind of known for poetry here at the venue. So we always start with poetry. I think I'll open up, and then we'll bring up our first performer. Everybody cool with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. This is a piece I wrote called Breakthrough. Where's everybody? Any 80s babies in the house? Okay. 5 of us. 6. All right, cool. Well, even some of the 90s babies might know some of these references. So here we go. They say I've gone mad. I say I've made a rational adjustment to an insane world. Haven't lost my marbles. I've given them away. I do not have a screw loose. I had it completely removed. I haven't lost touch with reality. I simply cut off my hands, and I didn't fall off the deep end. I did a triple somersault swan dive cannonball while taking a picture of myself with a waterproof camera on the way down. Adjust your 3D glasses and you might see my 4th dimension, but consider those blue and red lenses like the pills in the Matrix. Maybe IMAX could make you see the big picture. You tell me that I'm mad, that I've somehow gone astray, while you consult your GPS to tell you where you are and where you're going. As if that course has been charted, my road is not less traveled, it is untraveled. My thoughts wander whimsically through a wonderful wilderness of wild things that only Max and I seem to understand. I have traveled through the Goblin King's labyrinth upon yellow brick roads that led to One-Eyed Willie's treasure. I've walked through wardrobes that lead to tea parties with madmen, and I feel at home there. I rode a bicycle across the silhouette of the moon with an alien in a newspaper basket. I learned ninjutsu from a mutant rat. I know that cavemen use dinosaurs as construction equipment and woolly mammoths as showers. I know the Care Bears stare, and I know that knowing's half the battle. I've gotten dangerous with Darkwing Duck, activated the Wonder Twins, and I stood before the gates of Castle Grayskull with the Sword of Omen high above my head shouting, "Thunder! Thunder! Thundercats!" Whoa! I am your Cheshire Cat in the Hat, your Willy Wonka gone bonkers. I am your demented cross between Dr. Seuss and Robert Frost. Ronald Dahl and Aristotle, Mary Shelley and Shel Silverstein, Stephen King and Mother Goose. Nonsense, you say sensibly. But you speaking sense makes you no less mad than I for speaking nonsense. That makes sense? See, I'm not sure when it happened, but we forgot about simplicity. Somewhere along the way, we've forgotten how to play. Do you remember the day you put your toys down? Or the weekend you slept through your Saturday morning cartoons? Or the first time you walked around a puddle instead of splashing through? You tell me that I'm gone crazy, but the craziest thing I can think of is to see this world as it is, and not as it could be. My madness is not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. So savor the silly, absorb the asinine, relish the ridiculous. Go ahead, break through. Go off your rocker, go bananas, go crazy, go nuts. Speak to me in a language you made up, lose your mind. You'll be amazed what you might find once you do. Thank you. All right, so is everybody ready for their first act? Maybe you didn't hear me. So is everybody ready for their first act? Excellent. So this is how it's going to go. We're going to bring up our performers. They're going to entertain us for roughly 10, 12 minutes apiece. And then the show belongs to you guys. And we get to do a brief Q&A and ask them questions and pick their brains apart. Cool? So artists, no running off the stage when you're done. Got it? All right. Up first, please put your hands together for a feature alumni here. And a very good friend of the venue, Mr. Tom Williams.
I'm going to do almost all new stuff.
Word.
Cool. Right behind this too. So I'm going to most of it's new stuff. This isn't very new. If you're a poet, you're supposed to write love poems. It's kind of one of the rules. So this is a love poem the way I write love poems. And this actually happened because I was over at Cafe Stella with Linda, and she was texting her daughter, and one boy, she looks at me and says, "Oh, she just said I love you." And I said, "Oh, that's nice." And she said, "No, it was retaliatory." So just that one statement made this whole poem. This is the retaliatory love poem. If you are in pursuit, this is your avoidant. If you are pursued, this is your addict. Retaliatory love always comes close. Very close. If you want chocolate, it gives you mocha. Retaliatory love always takes its time, and yours. Knows what you think, always tells you. It sets very clear boundaries for you. It's the guilt and fear you feel when facing too many kinds of peanut butter. The Venus of Willendorf, Goya's Saturn, retaliatory love adores these. Either one might look like you. Retaliatory love handles truth dangerously and looks west after high noon. It's love that never needs to pick a lock, but always knows how. It's endless supply. The bottle is never empty. The needles are always clean. 1 out of every 5 I love yous is retaliatory. It's sirens, both kinds. The one blaring its brazen song from the fire truck, promising what you think will be salvation, and the one dying for you to discover, half a second too late, the rocks wandering just under the waves. Retaliatory love doesn't come with strings, but labels. Has to be your spouse, your lover, your significant other. It will neither befriend you nor provide benefits. At any moment, it can replace sex with mahjong. The greeting card companies do not want you to know any of this, or to know that they know any of this. Retaliatory love never lets go and knows that getting away with it and getting away are not the same. If you don't give your heart, retaliatory love calls you heartless. If you do, it calls you heartless. I read a lot of Obviously, I read a lot of poetry. And one of the things that happens because of that is you end up writing poems based on poems that you've read. And that happens a lot, especially when I read Neruda. And this is one, there was a Neruda poem called Ode to a Dead Millionaire. So this is Ode to a Dead Company Man. I met a company man. He was a realtor, a master of stumpy marshes where the waterfowl stayed hidden. We had seen his estate, his putting green, the Olympic-sized pool with a diving platform and water that could be used to test suspected witches through trial by ordeal. He put on a Speedo, dived with an obvious sense of drudgery into the martini-clear wetness. I never understood why he ended one relationship after another. Some women went on to stage multi-million-dollar homes. One was accidentally shot with a crossbow. It was said that when he was young, he went by the name his parents had given him. Now his name, Americanized, is monosyllabic, unaccented. He had car dealerships, boats, wrongdoings, and insomnia. Some nights with software, a keyboard, introspection, he lost himself in his polls, counting votes in his head instead of trying to sleep. I don't think he was ever able to give up his fear. It permeated him, gave him nourishment, a vague sense of glamour, and he thought of himself as a scuttling crab encircled by the shining walls of a slowly heated pot. Sometimes on his face was a dim, wavering flame, something frantic that was vanishing. I don't know if we were on the same side. They found him one April morning, face down near the boardwalk. In the hotel room, his platinum Rolex like a talisman for a long-gone deity. I am told we are all equal under the sun, but I wonder. It's possible this man, somehow, in losing hope, was able to avoid giving it up. So this is really new, fairly new. Right now it's called Atheism 1973. It was Linda Blair who put the fear of God into me. I was blessed with a lack of faith. I had no contact with evil, relentless, unseeable, or otherwise, until my friend's older sister snuck us in to see The Exorcist. From that point on, my superstitions were awake and alert. The fiends became sudden, capricious, and permanent. I never believed the casting out, and watched the devil consume this child, made her victimhood my own. What choice did I have in the face of some unstoppable, goat-headed thing I could neither reason with nor petition with prayer? I was taught Satan was obscene, cloven-hoofed, and had no regard for childhood. So I groveled before my mother's small Catholic God, someone I barely believed in and never understood. A withered old man, slumped in a brown leather recliner, muddled and frail, my great-grandfather after the stroke. I was 7, maybe 8. There was nothing else I could do. Like those unprepared priests in the chilly bedroom of a little girl, I clung to ceremony. No Latin, no crosses, no holy water. All I had was Hail Mary, Our Father. What choice did I have? Balled up under the covers, I whispered these until I fell asleep, wondered what anyone would think if they stumbled across me immersed in my fearful sacrament, my ordeal, my embarrassing ritual. I'd wake up, red-faced, angry that the sun would not comfort me, searching for a halo. Okay, this is something that's a little bit lighter. Everybody read The Giving Tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. So the Giving Tree, so this is, I like Shel Silverstein, I just don't like the Giving Tree. So this is called The Taking Child. It started, as these things often do, with an apple. Some selfish little bastard taught in school to feel good about himself. Trophies for everything he ever did, stopping not once to read Genesis. The tree gives, completely codependent, ends up a stump. Nothing left but a subprime mortgage, global warming, hearth and home for someone's round-heeled daughter. And the tree was happy? Well, folks, when the bough breaks. Okay, so this is really, really new. Like within a few days new. I tried this as a story last week and it kind of went, so now it's a poem. And it's one of those things where it's either like really horrifying or funny, and I don't know which yet. So this is called the schizophrenic state. The test tells me you have answered this schizophrenia screening in such a way as to suggest that you are not likely currently suffering from schizophrenia. Not likely, and currently. Repeat in my head. Voices to remind me how temporary this fact could be. When alchemy failed, even Newton became delusional, at least for a while. 50 is a bad age to read A Beautiful Mind. An ideal age for crisis and mental breakdown. The introduction gives me symptom after symptom, each one worse than the last, each one another item from the catalog of my day. Obviously, I have them all. Disorganized thinking, reduced ability to function normally, attraction to the solitary nature of creative activity. I look for in-depth analysis but find 12 statements I'm supposed to agree with or not. Others control what I think and feel. I share absolutely nothing in common with others, including my friends and family. I find it difficult to get hold of my thoughts. Others are plotting against me. I score a 1. This tells me little. The television tells me even less, but talks constantly. Its answers are partially or completely unrelated to its questions, a salad of language that is put together but can't be understood, so I give up. That's just another warning sign. Extreme apathy, a sense of meaningless and futility. I pick up a pen, open a notebook. I see a frequency and a pattern in equating creation with instability, and I start thinking about Genesis.
Keep it going for Tom Williams, everybody. All right. So now it's the part, every artist's favorite part. You get to answer questions on the spot. So does anybody have a question for Tom? Want to start it off? Right up here in the front. Just
Hi.
Yeah.
The name of your first poem.
Yes.
What was the name of it?
The name of the first poem, Retaliatory Love Poem.
What is retaliatory again?
Revenge. Something is said in retaliation for something.
I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, that's like the extent of my love life.
Anybody else? Don't be shy.
Tom, are you a comedian on the side as well?
That's a really good question. I've started kind of doing that here once in a while. The first one I did actually was really funny, and then the next two were kind of not so funny. So I don't know. But I've been trying it out, so.
I think you should do that.
Yeah, he's been playing with it here on Monday nights a little bit.
Yeah.
I think you should.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
The last poem he did it as kind of a standard routine. I thought it worked. I thought it was fun.
Thanks.
I was glad.
I like it.
Anyone else?
And how long does it take you to usually write your poem?
Oh, man. That depends. That's like a two-sided question. On one hand, it doesn't take me long to draft it. On the other hand, it will take me forever to get to a point where I think it's finished.
Yeah.
In fact, I heard a great interview with the writer Tom McElwain. He doesn't read his old novels because he can't revise them. And he said, I get to a point when I'm writing a novel where we just call a truce. So yeah, I will keep looking at stuff over and over and over and over,
I can see
literally for months. Even if if I have a chapbook, if I read out of the chapbook, I'll be sitting back there revising. So that really doesn't answer your question.
Yeah, it does.
Anyone else? All right, Tom, anything you want to leave the audience with?
Oh man, I forgot about that. Yeah, actually, especially for the people that are, well, for everybody, but especially for the people that are poets. I was just watching this woman not too long ago. I love Lucille Clifton. She's one of my favorite poets. And just with all the stuff that's going on, all the stuff that's in the news and the media, and something she said that is still kind of stuck with me, which is, watch out for other people's definitions. Right? We don't have to buy other people's definitions. Right? Words mean more than just their definitions, which was what she said. And if you're dealing with this kind of stuff, the idea of holding on to somebody else's definitions, you got to give that up. So.
Excellent.
Thanks.
One more time for Tom, everybody. And I think that last bit can be applied to any art form, really. Yeah, I think poetry in particular, but overall, yeah. Don't, basically, in a nutshell, just don't let yourself be pigeonholed. Like, as artists, I don't think I've ever met an artist that only does one thing artistically. You paint and you're a writer, or you're a comedian, but maybe you're a poet, and nobody knows it. Very rarely do we just do one thing, so explore all those avenues, because there are times where I get tired of expressing myself with the pen, and I gotta pick up a paintbrush, and I'm not good with a paintbrush, but in those particular times in my life, it doesn't matter whether I'm good or not with the paintbrush. You know what I'm saying? It's just about getting it out. And yeah. So, everybody ready for their next act?
Yeah.
All right. This young lady, I actually met her here, and she's grown immensely since her first time here a couple of years ago, and we're very happy to have her back. Please put your hands together for Kristen Sybil. Hello.
I'll put my purse over here because I don't know y'all that well. How y'all doing?
All right.
What's actually funny is that I've been here before comedy. I've done a poem. I've
No
done
shit.
2 or 3 up here.
Huh.
I sang with 2 other girls. So I've been around, okay? I have. How y'all doing? Y'all
All
cute.
right.
I love this. This is cute. Oh my God. I'm in a great mood. I don't know if y'all are. Y'all a little silent, but I hope you're gonna rev up. I actually just moved out of my parents' house. 2 years ago. Now I'm back. Because I know I'm not a good adult. I'm not a very responsible person. Like right now, at my house right now, on my dresser is a copy of What's Love Got to Do with It in a Blockbuster new release box. Like I feel like I don't know how to handle my life. But they're out of business, so I won. The bad part is that is not a joke. That is real. Y'all work for Blockbuster. I'm not here. I'm not a very good, like, responsible person at all. I have a child. I know I look like a child, and that's fine. But I'm 28. I have a 7-year-old. I have a little girl. And I'm glad I have a little girl because I understand little girls. I used to be a little girl. And she, right now I'm at the stage of parenthood that's right in between, like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. And why do your fingers smell like that? Like, that's where I'm at. It's right in between the little mystery shit. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get her better than I get little boys, okay? Because, occasionally rainy nights, my fingers smell questionable as well, so I get it. I understand her. I don't want y'all to judge me. Is that what's happening? Okay. I'm glad I don't have little boys, though. Little boys are way grosser. I don't know if y'all know that y'all are nasty, but I'm here to tell you, you are. I have 3 brothers, okay? I have one that actually did like 3 tours in Afghanistan. Like give it up for him. That's a true person, right? I have another one that's about to join Police Academy. We can have mixed reviews on that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I've got warrants too. And then I have a 3rd brother that is the 3rd brother. So I have 3 brothers. And I remember one time I walked in their room and I stepped on a sock and it cracked in half. And I was like, this is not what I need in my life. Y'all are superheroes. That's all I'm saying. Gosh. I knew when I had my baby I was going to be overprotective. Because I'm a single mom. So all this shit is on me, okay? And I remember one time we moved out. Because I thought I was an adult. And I moved out by myself, and the biggest problem I had with living by myself was expiration dates on food. I don't know if y'all know that's a problem, but when I lived with my parents, the shit was just gone. Like, I didn't know it expired. I didn't know that happened. And then I remember one time I opened up my fridge, and there was chunky milk and green cheese, and I was like, oh, this is cute. And I didn't know what to do. But I'm a single mom and I like to preserve my shit, so we threw that milk in the blender, is what we did in my house. Whoa, what? Are you buying my milk? That's what I want to know. I'm doing strong bones and character in my house. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to make her great. And she was reading Green Eggs and Ham, so it was fun. We made it interactive. That's what we did. I try not to lie to my baby. I'm very overprotective, so I try not to lie. Because I'm not really good at lying. I've noticed that. Like, I got my one good lie. My one good one. I'm really good at being sick. Like, playing sick at work. I'm amazing at that. Like, I'm so good, I convince myself. Like, I remember one time, I was in there and I was coughing. I was like, I gotta go. And I got outside, nobody was there, and I was still coughing. And I was like, Kristen, this is fake. What are we doing? Like, I convinced myself I had to go to Rite Aid when I left. I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop by here. Fake mucus and everything. Like, I'm really bad, because I feel like lies are like another kid, and I can't afford those. Because you gotta feed it, pretty much. You gotta feed it, right? Like, sustainable shit, not like Twizzlers and like bullshit like that. Like, it's gotta be like steak, like, no? Okay. You do. Sometimes you gotta give it to your friends to take care of when you need a break. You know, you gotta let them get all that pressure. Sometimes. It might just be me. Maybe I have heavy lies. I had heavy lies. Really hefty lies. And because tradition, you really shouldn't do it till you get married. I don't know why these people out here lying now, because you gotta wait until you get married. Maybe that's just me. Oh, so y'all single, or y'all, or your husband or wife is here and you just don't want to clap? Is that what's happening? They're lying. Don't worry. That's good. And I got my one good lie. I got my one good kid, so I don't need another one of those. But I have a problem with other people's kids. Any people with kids in here? Well, I'm sure yours are great. I'm sure they're great. Mine's greater. So I have. The example that I have, though, is because she has this friend named Terrence, and Terrence's mom isn't here, I can say his name, it's cool. I can't stand this dude right here, okay? Because his ass doesn't know how to tie his shoes, all right? And my baby does, because she's my baby, and because Terrence is a man. So I remember one day, she saw that Terrence's shoe was untied, and she bent down to tie his shoe, and he kicked my baby in the face. So, you ever wanted to punt a kid? No? They're not here, you can say it. No? Okay. I wanted to Hadouken the shit out of this kid. But I knew that my baby knew how to handle it, so one swift kick to the nuts, tied his shoe, walked away like none of that just happened, okay? Now, I didn't give a shit that he was crying on the floor, probably never gonna have kids ever. I wanted to know, how did my baby know there were nuts there? How did she know that was gonna happen? What are they doing? First, second grade. You know what? I don't fucking know what grade she's in. I don't know. She's a kid. She passed all hers, I guess. I don't know. Is that first? Okay. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to do this natural hair thing. Woo! Yeah. Yep. Nope. Don't move. I lost at least $12 in combs today. Okay? Because this shit is hard. It's a lot to handle. Okay? And I did it going through a breakup. Like, ladies, we do that. Like, I cut all my hair off. Like, we do that sometimes. Like, we cut our hair, we mutilate our faces and shit. We hop in the next relationship looking like a seal. Why do we do that shit? I don't understand. And I did it, and I walked into work, and I had an issue with it at work, because when they hired me at my job, my hair was straight, okay? And I am the only black anything at my job, so they did not know that this shit was gonna happen at all, okay? At all. And it's funny, because my boss is racist. He's not here? Okay, that's cool. So he knows that I don't give a shit. Like, I hate my job so much. Like, my boss is one of those people where everybody's like, oh, but he's got a really good heart. And I'm like, damn, that means he's gonna live a lot longer than I'd like him to. Fuck that dude. Are y'all related to him? Okay, don't worry about it. But I remember one time, like, I don't know if you know this, sometimes when you lay on a fro, one side gets flat. Like, and I'll look in the mirror and be like, that's a cute asymmetric. And I'll walk into my job and look at my boss, like, say one word, I will own all this shit in here. Do you understand? This will be mine, okay? I didn't know what I was going to talk to y'all about, but I feel like I'm venting because I have to go to work tomorrow. That's fine. I need to work. I'm really lazy. Like, I need a job where I don't have to do shit. Like, I want to do PR for Chris Brown or some shit like that. Like, somebody that just don't have to do nothing. Be a politician or some shit like that. I want to do something where I can just lay on my ass and just let everybody else. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm venting a lot. I feel like I am a little bit. I'm trying to take care of myself. A lot of people think because you're small that you're healthy, but no. Like, I've stopped. Yeah, do that. I stopped drinking soda. Unless there's vodka in it. I stopped drinking, I drink a lot of water, so I'm really careful about my fluids. Right now, if I run to the bathroom right now, go gadget asthma. Like, I'm really trying to make sure that I just keep myself together. And I'm trying to be a little more presentable, because usually I don't care how I go out the house. But I have a boyfriend. And I'm not trying to take, like, care of myself for him. I'm just sick of these other chicks around that take care of themselves every day. Like, I'm lazy. Every day, bitch. Like, for real. You gonna wash your hair today? You just washed it 2 weeks ago. Are you showing off? Like, that kind of business. Like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everyone should equal my lazy. I don't understand what it is. I remember one time, and he's 31. We looked at his high school yearbook, and this was probably about 2 months ago, so it's really late for me to be getting mad. But I saw a girl on the same page as him and made up a whole story about how she was trying to ruin my life. Like, this bitch was out to get me. I did not know her, but I was like, do you know this bitch right here? He just kind of looked at me. I was like, this bitch right here. Both of y'all got the same last name. I know you had the same guidance counselor. I know you know this bitch. Get her out of my house. Like, I was mad, like, forever, and I don't know who she is. And to this day, if I see her, I'm gonna smack the shit out of her. I don't even know her. She's just got one coming. But I'm trying to live long, man. I got a baby, like I said. I'm trying to get older. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to that age, like I want to get to like 102, where I can just say wherever I want. Nobody's gonna say anything to me. Like, I want to do that, okay? Like, my grandfather was great at old, okay? My granddaddy died when he was 92. And my granny would say shit like, if you saw a woman with her arm raised up and she had a little stubble under her arms, he'd say, close your legs. Like, he'd say shit like that. And I was like, this guy is amazing. He is great. Like, I want to do that, okay? Like, my uncle he's not that good at old. I guess he's still he's learning it. He's 87. We found out my father had prostate cancer. And we went to go tell my uncle that my father had prostate cancer. And my uncle said, my mama had that. So, I said, he's not doing it right. Somebody needs to teach him. He is not doing it right. My grandfather was great at it, though. I remember one time we went to Bible study, and it was like right before Easter. And they were talking about how a lot of the people in the city would ride on donkeys to show humility. And my granddaddy, in Bible study, looked at the deacon and said, you know how they knew it was Jesus, right? And he said, why? And my granddad said, because he was riding that ass. That's what my granddad said to the deacon in Bible study. I said, this dude is brave, and God allowed him to be in there and say that. That's a word right there. I remember one of the last times we were together, though, and I'm gonna end on this because he was an awesome dude. Like, I remember one time we went to the store, and I was like, I'm gonna go get the groceries out of the car. You go open the door with the keys. And he was like, okay, good. He goes up to the door. He's fidgeting with the keys a little bit. I get to the door. I'm like, Granny, you good? My granny looked me in the face and said, if it had some hair on it, I bet you I'd find the hole. That's what he said to me. Thank y'all. My name is
One more time for Kristen Sybil. All right, so anybody got the first question for Kristen? Everybody's so shy.
good. No, that's
All right,
fine.
I'm gonna start with the very cheesy question.
I thought I was gonna get none.
No.
Okay.
So who are some of your, okay, when's the first time you remember seeing a comedian saying, I want to do that? Who was it?
Honestly, I think it was Eddie Murphy. Like, I think, wait, no, I was like 5. Come on, wait a minute. My parents were very reckless. They would just watch shit, and I think I saw him, and I was like, oh, that's funny, and he was fucking and bitching all over the place, and I was like, that's great. I don't even know those words, but he's amazing. So I think that's probably it.
Anybody else?
Yeah. How long have you been doing comedy?
3 years.
Oh, 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Still
did you take some classes somewhere, or did you go to?
I went to the Muse and took
Okay.
classes there. Just creative writing classes. Because I've done everything. Like I've done hair. I worked in a barbershop. I did taxes. I've done everything, and I never stuck with anything. So I've always been goofy, and I did that, and then I did the class at Funny Bone because they let you
Okay.
perform there. That's the only reason I did.
Yeah.
And so I did a couple.
Good, okay.
Okay.
In mentioning that you've done everything, of the arts that you would bring to this stage, which would you say is your favorite and why?
I think anything where it's just something anything writing that I've written. I've done poetry, comedy. This is all stuff that, nobody can do it for you. I mean, people do it, but I'm not one of those people. But, anything that I guess deals with writing, just expressing yourself pretty much.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you a dog person or a cat person?
Shit. Well, I have a child, so I feel like that equals everything out. I can't have anything else because that's extra. But if I didn't have one, it would probably be a dog. I've had a dog before.
How do you juggle the comedy and being a mom?
I'm still trying to figure that out. When I find out, I'll let you know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Right
Yeah.
When is the next time? When is the next venue you plan, and how can you be booked?
Okay.
Well, I don't like promoting venues at other venues.
No, it's
That's all right.
I feel bad about that. Okay.
We trying to follow you.
Well, I want to do the Clash of the Comics at the Funny Bone on Tuesday, and I have tickets in my purse. So if anyone wants to go with a free ticket, I have those. But and then I have an email and all that stuff. I don't have a card on me, but I can give it to you.
Cool.
Yes.
This is one of those questions. What would you tell someone who literally started doing this like 3 weeks ago?
It is hard as hell. I thought it was just gonna be like, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna just be funny and be goofy, but everyone thinks that is what's gonna happen, and it's not. And you can't think after 4 or 5 weeks, even after like a year, 2 years. I'm only 3 years in. Like, you can't be like, well, I'm funny. They should be putting me on this. They should be doing this. They should be booking me for this. Or I'm not doing no free nothing because you know what I'm saying? Because I hear a lot of people do that, and I think that it's learning all the time. I'm learning like hell. So, yay, is that it? Oh, okay.
Another random one. What's the furthest you've gone to impress a guy?
To impress a guy?
Yeah, or
Well, my boyfriend's not here, so I can say this, right? For my boyfriend's birthday, after like a year of dating him, we went to California and like was out there for a while, and I paid for everything because I'm a dumbass. But we're still together. We're still together.
All right, anything you want to leave the audience with? I pretty much covered it, right?
I think so. Hi guys, y'all are fun. This is nice. Please keep supporting this video because every time I'm here, I have such a good time. It's really fun.
One more time for Kristen. You know what I need to do? Here's what we're going to do. So I had forgot, but I wrote down questions. I got my Maury Povich on. So I'm just going to pass these out. And this is how we're going to do it since y'all want to be all super shy.
you tell them,
Pass it back. Jay.
Yeah, it's a co-op here. Work with it.
All right. All right. So, everybody ready for their next performer? All right. This next young man has been joining us for the past couple of months here at the open mic on Mondays, and he's an amazing, amazing writer. I was already eyeballing him to do a feature, and James Bain, I don't know if I told you this or not, but James Bain kind of pulled me to the side, and he's a very well-respected poet in the area too. And he said, I'm looking at him for a feature, dude. You should check him out. And like I said, I was already checking him out. So that kind of just put the nail in the coffin for it. And I really hope everybody enjoys them as much as I do. Please, please put your hands together and welcome first-time feature, Josiah the Messiah.
How y'all doing?
What's up?
First of all, I want to thank the venue. I go to church every Sunday, and recently they've asked me to give a brief summary on the scripture for this Sunday that just passed today, earlier today. They just wanted me to speak about scripture for 5 minutes, and I use this as practice. I come here every Monday. Yeah, I come here every Monday, and basically this geared me towards, and talking, my congregation is huge. There's about a couple of hundred in there, so I was pretty nervous, but this geared me, so I did pretty good.
Good.
All right. So thank you. All right, for this first poem, a special lady's here to see me today, so I gotta do this one. This is the only poem I've ever started and finished in the same day. I think that really says something. Okay. Stand up, boys and girls, for the rocks of the world. She's as strong as they come. There's power in her curls. Mom Dukes, mother, mom, and mom all describe one of the most unique kinds of bonds. Whether you're a father, a son, a sister, a brother, there is nothing as strong as the love of a mother. Mama always said, and what she said was always right. Yes, mama knows best, I admit, I confess. I remember a time mom said to grab a jacket. No thanks, thought I was cool. So cool, I wish I had it. This is for the superwoman in your life. Like Christ, she gave the ultimate sacrifice. I'm pretty long-winded, so without further delay, long story short, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day. All right. This is a letter from the good guys. A rare breed of individuals whose existence is considered fictional. Mrs. Media and Dr. Digital produced Brother Blind and Sister Pitiful, and because of the many clone copies, it's hard to spot the original. Dear world, we are here, but not where you want us to be. We're like that time of the month or that one friend who always shows up unexpectedly. We are what you need and what you say you want. What your heart truly desires, like that "Don't die on me" chest pump. They say good guys finish last. No, we last. Like the turtle passed the rabbit's fast ass after he crashed. Yeah, like that. I'm talking about that too good to be true. That baby I love you. That fairy tale love, which is oh so beautiful. That's that one. Alright. Oh, I love this one. This is one day, for a while I was coming here, but I wasn't presenting. I was always, just sitting in the back, just listening. And I heard a guy say, his poem motivated me to actually get up here and actually, say something. So the poem that I wrote this poem in the midst of those who felt like I was when I was sitting down. I didn't want to stand up, I was too nervous. Alright. You got so much to say, but you biting your tongue. Now that's like going to war and hiding your gun. Because all you got to do is reach and you got what you want. All you got to do is speak and the battle was won. Now go ahead. Don't be scared. Put away your fears. Those who don't want you there, so what? Who cares? Just cover your ears and ignore them. Ni hao, what would you down? Just turn foreign. We don't speak no English, the conversation just changes. Shoot for the moon is your gun, so aim it. Because even if you miss, you land among stars. Because that's what you are. So who cares what they say? You're destined to be great. And those who spread hate, because they can't relate. This is just a phase. You're wonderfully made. And they underestimate, but they will soon be amazed.
Very nice.
Now, that whole ni hao, ni buju da, I really know Chinese.
Nice.
I worked with Chinese. I worked with at a Chinese restaurant for like a year and a half. And I was the only black guy in there. Like, I don't understand how that feels. Like, actually, I was the only American, not even just black. I was the only person to speak fluent English. So I had to learn a language so I could, move around the company or whatever. All right, let's see next. All right. Love. What a hell of a game. A mixture of your soul, your body, your heart, your brain, your feelings and past experiences, and a drop of pain are uniquely combined and intertwined in how we define this one thing called love. See, I was playing dodgeball with love, and I swore that I won. Because Cupid put down his bow and arrow, but then he picked up his gun. He shot me in the heart about 4 to 5 times, got me bleeding out feelings like, no, make it stop. See, Cupid got me saying stuff I never said before. Like, really, you love me? Well, I love you more. Ugh. Ouch. I done tripped and fell in love. I ain't done this in a while. Damn. Wow, I gave him my heart. This must be 7 pounds. This is going good, like, a lot better than I expected it to go.
You're doing great, man.
Thank you. Oh, this is like a quick little tidbit for like those who feel like they might have messed up or failed in something. I wrote this like short. Never get upset when your dreams don't come true. Because when one door shuts, there's always door 2. No door, get off the floor. There's a window to climb through. Remember, after that bird fell, that same bird flew. How much time I got, George?
Keep going.
Alright, now for my finisher. Finisher. Alright. It's too many sinners and not enough disciples. It's too many lost souls worshiping false idols. It's too many fake friends, way too many rivals. There's too many Christians who don't follow the Bible. See, we do so much talking, lights, cameras, but no action. We all got goals, but most of us lack passion. We need more leaders, which is shit without a captain, but it's hard to stay focused in this world full of distractions. I don't get it. Truly, I ain't with it. A bunch of crabs in a bucket, and it's really quite sickening. In this generation gap, well, whose fault is that? The kid, the grandparents, the mothers, or the dads? Well, let's step back and look at the facts, because according to statistics, we're all off track. Kids don't know how to act because nobody taught them. Buying expensive shoes when they know they can't afford them. Nikes, Polo, Levi's, and Jordans. There's nothing wrong with looking nice, but you should really use caution. Now, what about our music? Just listen to our music. Why do you think our people are so abusive? Going around from town to town, everybody shooting songs about sex, got our young girls reproducing. See, back in the days, we rap because we had something to say. Nowadays, we rap just to get paid. We're all slaves. No insurance, no Allstate. Schools look like jails. Look at the classrooms and hallways. Now, a question to the public. Are you the master or the puppet? And you say no, but work for somebody else, then shove it. Now, what a topic of discussion. I'm not saying this for nothing. I'm not saying this for nothing. I'm not just huffing and puffing. That's it.
Keep it going for Josiah, everybody. All right, so who's got the first question for this young man? Right up here in the front, and we'll go to you, Kate.
How do you beat writer's block?
Boy, I come here. I'm telling you, I come here every time. I be in a blind. I got mad poems where I started, and that's it. I'm talking. But I come here, and something from here triggers that. It always not when I'm driving back home. It's like I'm just like spitting, and it's just like, okay, cool, I got it back. So that's one of the things I do. I come here, I watch videos, talk to, just do things, live life. I don't know.
Kate?
Rainy days or snowy days?
Say it again.
Rainy days or snowy days?
Which would you
I don't like the snow no more. I used to when I was younger. The snow now fun. I got a job now. You know, I got responsibilities. I'm not with that. So rainy days, I can do stuff in the rain.
Tom, and then we'll come back.
So how long does it take you to write a poem?
Nice.
Now how you answer your question is the same way. It's a never-ending battle. Like you said, sometimes you just gotta say truce. Was it you? We used to say truce with it. Yes. Some of these poems I had to say, okay, well, I'm not going to do anything else with you. Let's just settle down and do what we gotta do, like a relationship. But
Okay, I know you're a spiritual person. Okay, one day you're at the venue, you're doing maybe 3 poems, and you look up and you realize God's sitting in the audience. To what degree would you censor yourself? Are there some poems you would just not do that day? You just, I'm no, oops.
That's the point. It's exactly, if my crowd, if a lot of people come up here and a lot of them are spiritual, and I'm hearing God this, God that, he talking to me. He's saying, look, this is one of those nights where you need to put on put your Bible in your hand and say, Josiah, somebody need to hear that word. Because I got different, before I wasn't as spiritual as I am now. I wasn't deeply involved in the word as I am now. So of course I got some of those poems in it that I was like, man, I can't do nothing with these now, because they just too who I used to be for where I'm headed. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I would definitely have to switch my approach.
What's the worst punishment you had as a child?
Well, I'm about to put you on blast. Now listen. Alright. I'm just gonna get to the point. One day I said the wrong word in front of my mother in the midst of a argument. I wouldn't call it that because I was like, yeah, hi. My mother took me across the room. Now this, I'm telling you, if you got a black mother, I'm telling you, you're not gonna get away with some of this stuff. Y'all see this? I got lumps in my head that ain't never go away. No, I'm just playing. But my mother took me. I remember it because I feel the bumps and stuff. But I know this. Listen, I know this from the stories my sisters tell me. My mother took me from my head. I don't know how you grab somebody from their head and she swung me across the floor. I got rug burn. I'm talking about I learned all types of different lessons. Like, that's the worst punishment right there. That's something serious.
All right here.
In my defense, it's a statute of limitations, so.
All right, anything you want to leave the audience with?
Don't be afraid to do something that you haven't done before, because provided the past poets or even the comedian, you inspire people, So what you have to say is very important to the next person, because our experiences shape those who hear it.
Absolutely.
So I just want to say, share what you got to say, and don't be afraid to try new things.
Nice.
Because you might like it.
One more time for Josiah the Messiah. Excellent. All right, is everybody ready for their next act? Okay, so I've only ever booked artists for this monthly event after only seeing them twice, ever. And both of those artists are here tonight. And this is our first set. These two young ladies came in, I don't know, roughly a month and a half ago, and they quite literally had the audience on their feet. And we have been dying for them to join us again.
Yeah.
We're very lucky to have them with us. Please put your hands together for Claire and Trinity.
Hey baby, what you doing right now? I'm singing this song to ya. Hey baby, why you looking so down? I've been this way before I knew ya. I think that I can fix it. But if you can find a way, don't try to contradict it. Listen to what you say, but I know I'm not alone, and I see things are coming clean. hasn't gone the way that I planned. But I am proud of who I I've seen you once before. You came knocking at my door. I'm trying to understand why you won't take my hand. But I just can't pretend me, 'cause I guess I would prefer the key to your heart. Don't make this hard for me. 'Cause I'm in love with the mailman, yeah. I'm in love with the mailman. Yeah, I'm in love with the mailman. No, I can't stop this feeling that I have when I see you with that messenger bag. When I see you, it brings out the best in me. I'm searching for the sight, is it just me? 'Cause I'm in love with the mailman, yeah. Yeah, I'm in love with the mailman. I'm in love with the mailman. Oh, 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 I can't stop this feeling that I have. Oh, 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 no, I can't stop this feeling that I have. Oh, 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 no, I can't stop this feeling that I have. Oh, 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 when I see you with that messenger bag. Oh, oh, oh. Never knew love could end like this. I guess it was easy to fall. And even though I tried my best, we ended up losing it all. And we tried to fight it. Oh, we can't deny it. We lost it all. We were wounded in battle, trying to figure out what we're fighting for. We lost it all, breaking each other's hearts, and I know I can't take it anymore. We lost it all. Your love was only temporary. It broke and watched the pieces blow away. Now I cry myself to sleep, wondering why I couldn't see that you were never meant for me. We lost it all. We were wounded in battle, trying to figure out who we're fighting for. We lost it all, breaking each other's hearts, and I know I can't take it anymore. We lost it all. And as I say goodbye, and my heart breaks into two. just what to do. We lost it all. We were wounded in battle, trying to figure out what we're fighting for. We lost it all, breaking each other's hearts, and I know I can't take it anymore. And I know I can't take it anymore. We lost it all.
Wow.
La da da. What is it you do to me? I'm alive and proud of me. Nothing else compares to you. Ooh. Let's go, baby, count to 3. Tell me you're in love with me. I love the things that you do. La da da, let's sing a song. I'm alive with being wrong, baby, 'cause you make it feel right. Check, 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 1, 2, 1, 2. There is nothing left to lose. I'm gonna take you home tonight. I'm gonna take you home. 'Cause everybody wants to love somebody. Babe, let's go downtown to party. I just wanna tell the why. Perfectly imperfect, babe. That's the way that love is made. I just wanna be your girl. Ooh, be your girl. Living on the edge of life, you say you like to play with fire. Baby, you're too dangerous. I didn't know what happened here. The difference between love and fear. We don't have to fight and fight, because everybody wants to love somebody. Babe, let's go downtown to party. I just wanna tell the why. Perfectly imperfect, babe. That's the way that love is made. I just wanna be your girl. Ooh, be your girl. Because everybody wants to love somebody. Let's go downtown tonight. I just wanna tell the why. Perfectly imperfect, babe. That's the way that love is made. I just wanna be your girl. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, wow, oh oh oh, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, wow, oh oh oh.
Claire and Trinity, everybody. All right,
Where's your CD?
Yeah.
Coming soon, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I gotta make a comment. I just wanna
Sure.
make a comment. That one song you did, the one before the last one, I got goosebumps on the back of my neck. It just really was a powerful song. I mean, and your voices, the way they blend, are beautiful. It's really beautiful. You guys you've got something really there. And I gotta tell you about Goosebumps. I read about it recently, and it's a thing that other animals do it. They have goosebumps, the cats and dogs and other creatures, but they do it for fear or being chilled. But we get them because we're in awe of something. That's why humans get them in addition. So anyway, I got goosebumps. Thank you.
How long have y'all been performing together?
4th? 7th grade?
Yeah.
We're in 10th grade now.
Yeah. Wait, you're in 10th grade now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm about to be like, well, how old are you?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys write your own stuff?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Take us through the process. How do you?
You sit down in my room and she plays
I play a
chords.
tune, and she's like, let's write words. There it goes.
I love the mailman song. That was cute.
Yeah, that was cute.
Jay?
How big is your repertoire since you write together?
Huh?
How many songs?
Did you fill a CD?
We have a lot of like half songs.
Yeah, we don't finish because we don't see each other a lot. But
Yeah.
yeah, but
We don't
I
go
like
to high school.
6 full ones, 9 full ones. I don't. Je ne sais pas.
It's enough for an EP. Anyone else?
I got a
Right
question.
here in the front.
I got a couple questions. I didn't know that y'all were in 10th grade, because if you were adults, I'll ask, were y'all looking for a record deal or something along those lines?
My mom's here. I mean.
I definitely would like to talk to y'all after y'all set. Y'all were really good.
Thank
Really good.
Kate, you had something?
Cupcakes or muffins?
Cupcakes.
Oh wait, I have a story. We don't talk about cupcakes. My sister graduated from high school in 2010, and my mom, she threw this big party. Shouldn't have thrown a big party, but no one came. Basically, 300 cupcakes. Have one for breakfast. Have one for lunch. Take them to school. Eat them every day.
Muffins.
No cupcakes ever again in my life.
So now you like muffins.
No.
Okay, I have another one.
All right.
What superpower do you wish you
I want to be able to fly.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
If I could be invisible, that'd be great because I'd like push people. Like, it'd be great. Yeah.
Anyone else? All right, girls.
Do y'all have like a social, like, y'all have stuff on YouTube or like Facebook, anything like that?
We have a YouTube account. Over the past like 3 years, we've had posted like 2 things.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Not yet. It's okay. It's okay.
We don't. I don't know. It's hard.
All right, one more time for Claire and Jimmy. Okay. Introduce the audience. You got any last words for us? Let me get out.
Chicken wings.
She likes chicken wings. One more time for Claire and Jimmy. Beautiful. And yeah, we all definitely need a CD from you as soon as possible. So we're looking at you, sir. We're looking at you to get that done. All right, so is everybody ready for their next act?
Oh yeah.
This next performer, being that we host the open mic here on Monday night, so I see a lot of comics come through and in and out, and he had literally had me in tears. And he's the other performer that I said I booked after only seeing him one time here. Absolutely hilarious. There was, sometimes on Monday nights we get super crowded and we have to have people sit on the stage. And that could be a little bit daunting to a performer. But he actually worked them into his performance that night, which was probably what made it so hilarious. And just the on-the-spot humor is a more natural type of humor, and he's just absolutely hilarious. Please, please welcome to the venue stage, Mr. Michael Ridley.
What's going on, venue?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love being here. Dude, seriously, I love this place. Like, this room just generates so much positive, like, loving, like, just fueling energy, and that's awesome, especially for, like, people who go up on here and do their thing, you know what I mean? Like, dude, I like this setup, like George was talking about earlier. There was some girls, and it was awesome, it was funny, I worked them in. I like this. It looks like somebody's about to find out that they busted a nut in the wrong chick. Like, this is just a Maury shit. Like, I could just be like, yo, in the case of slanty-eyed Tyrone, Michael, you are the father, and I'd be like, oh shit, god damn it, why? I'm a child myself, I don't know how to raise kids. I don't know how to take care of myself, like, I don't know, it's just weird, like, trying to, I don't know, fuck that. Okay. Let's talk about stuff in my book. You know what I think is really cool? I think everybody that came up here tonight, like, before me, they've been like super deep and ultra talented, and I'm just gonna be like, dick jokes, titties, dicks, titties, dicks in between titties, and they're so beautiful and so artistic, and I'm just like this piece of Asian shit, just like, like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm not even reading it in my material yet because I'm just trying to get comfortable. Like, I'm gonna get like this shit. Also, this shit looks like some Mr. Rogers ass shit. Like I'm supposed to like be like, hey, how you guys doing? Oh, I didn't see you there. Get comfortable. So I'm bi-racial, and I'm Asian and I'm white, and there really isn't a derogatory term for that. So I made my own. I'm a fortune cracker, and basically what that is this little cracker, and then you snap it in half, and then my dad just rolls out and goes, "This is the number of white parents you have. Remember that, boy." I'm like, "Go back to Arkansas, Dad." Oh, God. Jesus Christ, that took a lot of energy. I love Red Bull! Fuck yeah! God damn it, dude. What else is there to talk about? Oh, yo, I was reading an article in Rolling Stone. Yeah, they make articles. I was reading an article in Rolling Stone, and there's this gentleman, and he's diphallic. Di meaning two, phallic meaning penis. This guy was born with 2 dicks. No, stick with me. It's bullshit, though. It's bullshit. Because not only was he born with 2 dicks, he was born with 2 10-inch dicks. Collectively, yeah, I like how she was like, word? What you gonna do with that other one? You know what he's gonna do with that other one. That's 20 inches of collective dick. I'm a solid 5, because I'm half white. So if you take 20 divided by 5, that's 4. You do that math backwards. That guy's got 4 times as much dick as I do. That joke's called schlong division. I told you guys, I warned you in the start, everyone's like, it was they're singing, they're beautiful and shit. I'm just gonna be like, this dude's got 2 dicks. If you don't believe me, don't Google that shit. Do not Google that shit. Because I already did the work. I ran out of the room like a black dude who saw a magic trick. I was like, oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Ow! Oh my god! That dude got 2 dicks. Damn, that took a lot of energy. And I hit my head. Open mic comedy, baby. This is where you'll go. Take your places. I'll take your places. I work out? No, I don't. That's why I'm breathing so heavy. Jesus Christ. I work in a cell phone store. My life is hell. Working in a cell phone store is shitty. Only because I get like a lot of weird customers, and I get a lot of like weird requests from my customers. Like, I had this lady walk in the other day. She comes to my store, busts through the door. I'm like, oh God. Oh God, prepare yourselves. An angry black woman is coming in front of you. Hey baby, I got a question. Baby, what's your name? How you doing today? How you doing? I'm fine. How are you? I'm Michael, I'll be able to help you. She goes, yeah, I got a question for you. How do you delete these damn text messages? Now tell me, how do you delete these goddamn text messages? And I go, let me see your phone. Can you unlock that, please? All right, thanks. All right, so you scroll through the phone, you find the text, which one you delete that one, okay. And then you open a thread, and that's the biggest, blackest dick I've ever seen. She goes, I know, he's been sending it to me all week. All week, just this. And I was like, I can understand why you want to delete them, but like, Jesus Christ, why couldn't you just Google that? Like, why can't you Google how to delete your text messages? Like, do you understand? Me working at a cell phone store means I get to see my customers' genitalia on a weekly basis. Like, I see like when I first like started the job, I was like, I'm making more money. I'm not working as hard. But there's one catch. Just dicks and just nasty. People are gross, man. I don't even know why people do that shit. I do it. Fuck it. It's really hard. You gotta get like a wide angle lens, a magnifying glass, / microscope. What else do I do? My book of nasty ass shit. I got my hair cut the other day because Adam Levine's my spirit animal. And I wanted to get my hair like him. So I went to a haircutter. I was like, yeah, just shave the sides and leave the top nice and long so I can pull it back. Immediately after leaving hair cuttery, I realized I look like Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea. I love that joke so much because of how fucked up North Korea is. Like, for me, North Korea is like North Korea is like you're the kid that's grounded, but you're looking outside and you see the South Korean kids just frolicking in the Korean flowers. I don't know why they're Korean flowers. They're Korean in this joke. Could you just picture like little Korean flowers just super happy, Gangnam styling, and you're just the North Korean kid looking out the window, just super pissed. God damn it! I'm so fucking bored. I'm so fucking bored. I read Cat in the Hat 8 times today. So bored. And you look right out the window. And it's just, fuck you, North Korea, fuck you, ha, Tommy bitch, ha, fuck you. I don't know why Tommy got pushed. That kid's a dick. Only in that joke, though. You know what's crazy? Is going on stage with, like, a little bit of your material, but then you just throw a bunch of random shit in there. And I appreciate you guys watching this all unfold. You know, it sucks. Like, I've come a long way up until, like, now, where I'm doing comedy and shit, and I try to stay humble, because I've only been doing this shit for, like, a year and a couple months. But like comedy helped me out a lot. Like I remember, dude, I used to be homeless. Like being homeless is scary. Being homeless is fucking terrifying because you like don't have a house or like a home. So like I was walking down the street. I was sleeping on my sister's back porch because I was too humiliated to not wake her up because they were active, living adults with jobs and lives. And my nephew who always wonders what the fuck he's doing. Like, could you imagine my nephew like, yeah, I have a homeless uncle. My life's really fucking dope, and his sucks. And I don't want to wake him up, so I'm sleeping on the porch. I'm like, you know what, screw this. I'll just walk back to my old evicted apartment, crawl through the window, and sleep with Las Cucarachas. And it sucks because I got there, I was trying to walk down the street, and I was successfully walking down the street, and a 1993 white Camry pulls up next to me. And he goes, hey man, hey! I was like, what's good, dude? What's good, dude? What you need, dude? I don't need much, but do you need a ride, brother? I was like, yeah, I'll do that. You take me a couple blocks up the street? Yeah, dude, hop on in, man, fuck it. So I get in the car, and I'm like, yo, what's up, man? What's your name? Man, I'm Ray, man. I was like, oh, that's cool, I'm Mike. He's like, what are you doing, man? I'm like, nothing, just trying to find somewhere to go. I'm probably gonna go to my friend's house, I'm not sure. I lied to him. And then I go, what are you doing, man? What are you about to go hang out with some girls? About to go get drunk, get high? What are you about to do, man? Listing off everything that I was hoping for him not to say. He goes, man, just got off work, nothing much, man. I'm just gonna go home, kick it with my buddy. Oh, your buddy. So, are you guys gonna go hang out with some girls, get drunk, get high? What's up? No, man, I'm just gonna go to my house and fuck my buddy in the ass. You down?
You down?
No, I'm good. What you mean, man? You ain't never thought about sucking no dick? Nah, not at all. And it sucks because when you're in a car with a rapist, it's not like being in a car when you're just driving like regularly, like without a rapist there. So you're sitting in your car and you're praying for that red light to turn green. This is the exact opposite of that situation. I'm sitting in the car praying for that green light to turn red. And God is fucking with me. He's just going green light, green light, green light, green light, green light, green light, Kmart. And now we're back over here. And just green light after green light after green light. And then I go, word. I see yellow light. So I see the yellow light. Yellow light turns red. I go, all right, Ray, have a good time fucking your buddy in the ass. Peace. And I get out of the car and I walk. I slightly jog. I do a slight jog. Like a slight, oh my God, I'm about to get raped jog. And it sucks because I'm like, oh, his buddy. He's gonna go home, bust through the door. Hey, Lester, there's a cute panda bear walking down the street. And I'm trying to show him my meat. And I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna come back. They're gonna hit me in the head with a baseball bat. They're gonna drag me, put me in the trunk. I'm gonna wake up in the basement like some Pulp Fiction shit and Bruce Willis isn't gonna come to save me. As a straight man, I think anal virginities are very important. They're straight dudes, I don't know how to end that joke. But yeah, being homeless sucks, dude. Being homeless sucks. Because Gay Ray will pull up in the whip and be so friendly at the start, and as much as he was friendly, he was uncomfortably creepy. I've never done a set with my shoes off. I think this is dope. I'm so comfortable around you guys. This is awesome. Give yourselves a hand, man. This is awesome. Come to the venue on 35th. Seriously, dude, do it. I love this place. Because you get to just be free and be an artist and shit. And be like all deep. And then I just tell really gross stories. It sucks, man. I used to live, back when I lived on my own before I was homeless, I used to have a fleshlight. For those of you that aren't familiar with the fleshlight, it's a masturbatory device for men, usually modeled after a human vagina, or alien vagina if you get the weird Avatar one. But it sucks because I got off work one day, I was really stressed out. I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna go home, watch some Netflix, and kick it with old rubber lips. So I go home, everyone's just like, oh, what the fuck is this? All right, here we go. Stick with me. So I get home, I get down under my bed, like I'm about to pull out a board game or some shit for all my friends, but now it's just me. And I'm just like, where you at, girl? Where you at, girl? Where you at? Oh, there you are. And I find her, right, and I bring her out, and I open it up, and just, boom. Yo, my roommates put peanut butter in my pocket pussy. Aww. Which sucks. Because my dick smelled like peanut butter for a week. And then I bought a dog. And then I ate the dog. Yeah. That shit got dark, didn't it? That shit got dark way fast. Like you're like, oh, this guy's gross. Wait, he's edgy. Never mind. That's brilliant. That's fucking genius. I had to put my shoes back on. That was weird. Like I could just picture like little Asian Hulk footprints all over this shit. God. Yo, that is like everything a comic like aspires to hear out of silence. Just, yo, like somebody just came. Somebody just came. Like I swear to God, somebody just came. Like they're, oh, it's too great. Oh, damn it! What's this YouTube channel? I don't have one yet. Yo, this thing is dope. This is a cute little wooden cat. Some wooden puss. I'm so out of energy. I think I'm done, George.
Okay.
Send me that, dude. That was like the best ever, dude. I don't know.
One more time for Michael Ridley, everybody. All right, this is going to be the best Q&A ever, I guarantee. So who's got the first question? Kate in the back.
Milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
Milk chocolate or hot chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Milk chocolate or dark chocolate? I don't know, you're light skinned. Milk chocolate.
Right here.
Was the peanut butter crunchy or creamy?
It was crunchy for my pleasure.
Anybody else?
What's up, dude?
All right.
Yo, you're great, man.
Thank you. Finish the
Considering
sentence.
what's up? All right.
Finish the sentence. Art is.
It's you. It's everything that's you. It's everything you aspire to be and what you want others to see out of you and what you want to see out of others.
You said you don't get deep. What kind of shit is that?
Callback! That's what you call a callback!
I saw that. Like,
how'd you start writing comedy?
How did I start writing comedy? I talk to my friends a lot about stuff, and then we get in these zones, like Kanye or some shit. And then when you let me into my zone, I like to start fucking, yo, dude, that'd be so funny, like if you wrote it down and then put it in a book and then went in front of strangers and said it. And then that's, or like I'm at work or on the bus or some shit, and I just go. God damn it, I gotta write that down. And then I get drunk and forget about it.
All right.
Anything else?
Right here.
What's up?
What's your shirt say?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Back to when I was homeless, I was looking for a job, and there's this place in Newport News. It's not open anymore because the owner is a dick. And he was like Middle Eastern or Iraqi, Afghan, a Middle Eastern gentleman. And I found out what the shirt said because of him, because it's written in Arabic. And he goes, so you want to work here? And I go, Yeah, I'm in a really rough spot right now. I've worked in the restaurant industry before, and I think I've worked really hard for you, and I really need money really bad, and I'd stay loyal. And he goes, how can I trust you? Do you know what that shirt say? And I go, nah, I don't know what it means at all. So how are you going to be good worker if you wear shirt, bro? You don't even know what it say, bro. And I go, I don't know. He's like, do you want to learn what it says, bro? And I go, yeah, bro. And he goes, diamonds are the most precious gem of the world, bro. And I go, thanks, man. He was a dick. And then that place went out of business, and then he never paid me. Oh. Fuck that guy, yeah!
So what do you want to leave the audience with?
What I want to leave the audience with is, I probably said a lot of gross ass shit and probably offended somebody, I hope. But I don't know, maybe one day, like if you guys ever see me somewhere, think about tonight, and I really appreciate you guys coming out, and I don't know, man, I was having a lot of bad sets lately and I needed this, and I don't even care that I'm sweating that bad because I put in work.
Yes, you did. One more time for Michael Ridley. Good work, bro. All right, is everybody ready for their next performer?
Yes.
Y'all seem real semi right now. Is everybody ready for their next performer? Much better. Please put your hands together. This, time out, wait, what am I doing? I've just got to call out names and not even give y'all a little background. This dude, for those of you who like frequent the open mic scenes and the performance scene around here, he's no stranger to anyone here. But he's an amazing songwriter, very, very powerful message, and he's very active in the community. He's definitely one of those artists that gives back probably more than any artist that I know out here in the area, and we're very happy to have him here tonight. Please put your hands together for Richard Love.
Richard.
How you guys doing? Alright, just bear with me for like a couple of seconds. Yeah, my government name is Richard Love. My artist name is Testimony. I like to do a lot of stuff. Oh, and before I even start, I just want to say, like, for the ones that I did see, like, y'all are awesome. I was back there weak. Like, it feels good to, like, because I feel like a weird person sometimes. So like when I hear people like just go off the wall with it, I'm like, yes, and y'all are awesome too.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna get to that in a second. So I want to start with a poem. It's a whole poem. Mom, don't judge me if I didn't memorize the rest of my stuff yet. But here we go. Baby, when I get famous, I'm gonna take you to Red Lobster. And you can have all the cheese biscuits you can eat. We can live the life together long as I'm paying the rent. I'm talking waking up writing about how you shine the linen sheets exposed to the sun saying I am. Reflections of our relationship sprouts wings and takes flight, but then I wake up. Falling off of a fantasy cuts like serrated diamonds across paper skin. Drenched in the ink of unfinished poetry, and it seems like I get stuck reading more and more about love, a home, and lots of money. The lavish life lives right around the corner from insanity, next door neighbor to success. And I hustle here to have something more than empty pockets and ambition, so put the money in the bag and nobody gets hurt. I need the cash so I can buy my honey the skirt that I promised her for Christmas, but I missed the 25th. She told me, you don't have to fill up my wish list, but what if? What if I can give you all the finer things in life, line by line, without standing in checkout lines? What if I can turn all the black cards into spoken words, so talking about us makes money. Ranting and raving of our chemistry sells out venues because women love being pampered by metaphors alongside a glass of red wine with the candles lit. Set the mood, cause when I speak to Mother Earth, I want it to be intimate. No sex, just sound waves. No sex, just all night conversation. No sex, just purity. And as the sun hits your face, I can truly say that it envies you, just like your friends, just like my boss does. But the reality is this: I can't flood your neck and wrist in jewels, but let me give you peace of mind like your father never did. We sound like forever. She looks like tranquility, and he looks up to you as if you were the peak of a mountain. And me, I'm over here just lost, but when I get famous, I'm gonna buy an M16 and fill it with roses. Shoot it until the blessings fall. More natural beauty than the beginning of autumn, and shots pierce her skin, only to release lavender. And I swear you like 32 kinds of perfect. And I'm trying to meet all of y'all, one by one, so I can keep reliving that first kiss. That way I'll never forget the feeling, because loving you feels like muscle memory. Now watch me do it with my eyes closed, but first, I gotta get famous, so I can take you to Red Lobster. You can have all the cheese biscuits you want. Is that where it needs to be? I'm actually gonna bring this up behind me. So, I just had a, yeah, it's like tangled, don't look at that. If somebody takes a picture, just do like a, but, so I just had a birthday, is this, yeah, this is the last day of May. I had a birthday this month. Happy birthday. I turned 105. No, I'm kidding. I turned 24. But, I started watching, anybody heard of like Mike Love or anybody like that? No? Okay, well he uses this thing called a looper, which that is. And I was like, man, I want one. So with the help of mother, I got a looper. And I started making songs and stuff. So we're gonna have a bit of an experience right now. I'm gonna try to do this really fast. Y'all hear that all right? Yeah. All right. 1, 2.
It's like my favorite toy ever. I think angels calling, angels calling. I think the angels calling, angels calling. I think angels calling, angels calling now. I think the angels calling, angels calling. I think angels calling, angels calling now. I think the angels calling, angels calling. I think angels calling, angels angels calling out. I thank God. Angels calling, angels calling.
I think I can feel the effects. Forehead is starting to sweat. Hair standing up on my neck. Pass me a water before I forget. Wait, meditative state is 7. Hieroglyphics in the letter. Magic on a piece of paper. Put it on your tongue and trip to meet the Savior. Now I can see all the patterns. And all my friends are just laughing. But this ain't a laughing matter. Searching for answers. Remember the after. Went to the past and told me to pray. Went to my father, told me to wait. What if the world started falling today? What if the world started falling today? Hey. You know that death runs in the family. 100-meter dash from a picture painted tragically. This is quote unquote real magic. Skills added 96 with the subwoofer still blasting. Walls melting, flow acid. Don't trip if you start to hallucinate. Trust me, I've been through it too. Gather what you can, be an instrument, vibing along with the tunes. Gather what you can, be an instrument, vibing along with the tunes. Vibing along with the tunes, so I thank God. And angels calling out. I thank God. And angels calling out. I thank God. And angels calling out. I know and angels calling. Ever wonder what's to the left of that bright light? That scene at the end of the tunnel, it sounds like the return of the Ark Part 3, the divine might. Post a pic on Instagram, roll a gram in the grand night. Didn't stop with the green, the colors had to bend. Sip the lean, slowly watch the light start to bend. And body going numb while I celebrate in the darkness. I think it all ends on the hour deemed the darkest. The ones targeted are creative or just a carcass. And God, I wanted to party, not be the dearly departed. Knowledge from the full moon, feeding me from the harvest. I want my mind to be still just like my heart is. Wait, what you mean that there's barely a pulse? And don't you call the police, there's violence in those results. And shake me by the shoulders, still not waking up. Shake me by the shoulders, I'm still not waking up. So I thank God. And angels calling out. I thank God. And angels calling out. I thank God. And angels calling out. I know God be singing. Angels calling out. I thank God. The angels calling out. I thank God. The angels calling out. I thank God. The angels calling out. I know God. The angels calling out.
Yeah.
I wrote that song. It was I was reflecting on I was kind of trying to find myself, and I was trying to like do that in just different ways, like untraditional ways, if you will. But yeah, I went to that dark place and I actually got to come out of it, so I'm really grateful for that. It's a amen. That's what's up. This next song is called Water. It's this is actually, I guess you can say, like me washing myself clean of like coming out of that space. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. shame. Yeah. It's way too much noise up there. People poisoned in their own mind. So can you wash my hands in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hands in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hands in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hand in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hand in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hand in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. I was born in the water. When I die, it will be by my feet. My sunrise and horizon will meet in the sky. Third eye, the divine overseas. Thirsty for knowledge. Here, take a drink. No fluoride. Death just highs in the sink. Wash my hands of the past. Put the water overcast clouds when I speak. End of days has arrived. Acid falls from the sky. Landed right in my mind. Burns my tongue when I try. Communicate with my God. Oh God. Wanna save the world, but I can't save myself. So I dance by the sea where I know that water's felt. Wash my hand in the end of days. All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hands in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hands in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hands in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hand in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hands in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Can you wash my hands in the end of days? All we need is water. All we need is water. Yeah, in the end of days, all we need is water. All we need is water, yeah.
Yeah, Richard.
Okay, this will be my last one. I really appreciate you guys. Like,
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna talk. Shameless plug. I'm part of a nonprofit organization called Teens with a Purpose. I got info in the back. I wanted to talk to y'all about that because y'all were like awesome. Then like I thought they were growing too, so I was like y'all are too old. You're too old, but you're not too old. So y'all should come. Y'all should come talk to me or talk to that lady right back there. She's the head honcho, you know. Yeah. So this is my last song called On Second Thought. This song was in response to, we were actually at a TWP event, and it was redefining community with the police department, because like I know like a lot of things like going on like with the police all over America, world, what have you, but we believe that it doesn't really matter like what uniform you got on. Like there are like good cops, there's bad cops, there's good people, there's bad people. So we're actually trying to like make them take responsibility for some of the things going on. Because a lot of people will be like, well, I didn't do it, I ain't shoot nobody, so it don't have nothing to do with me. But still, your community needs you, and you're supposed to be one of the community leaders, helping like people stay safe and things like that. And it didn't go that way for one of the first meetings, so I wrote a song about it. And yeah, so this is called On Second Thought. Can I get y'all like just like finger snaps for this one? Alright, you know try to get under my skin. Holding fear like a pistol around here. We see you coming, go inside and lock our doors. No, no, no. It's hard to tell whose side you're riding for. Riding for. I tried to run, but it didn't get too far. Showed you ID, now you wanna search my car. And now I think twice when somebody says, call love, call love. Excuse me, I think your mind is not clear. Tried to talk to you in peace, but you're green with guilt. Don't get defensive when they talk about the laws. Oh, no, no. Cause it was silent when the guns were drawn. Guns were drawn. I tried to run, but it didn't get too far. And showed you ID, now you wanna search my car. And now I think twice when somebody says, call love, call love. I wish you'd see it from the other side. Then you know why there's fire in my eyes. Hey, I wish you'd see it from the other side. Then you know why there's fire in my eyes. I tried to run, but it didn't get too far. And showed you ID, now you wanna search my car. And now I think twice when somebody says, call love, call love. I tried to run, but it didn't get too far. And showed you ID, now you wanna search my car. And now I think twice when somebody says, call love. Tried to run, but it didn't get too far. And showed you ID, now you wanna search my car. And now I think twice when somebody says, call the love, call the love.
time for testimony. So who's got the first question? Right here in front.
I just got something to say. You, my friend, should be an A&R or a talent scout of some kind because you got the dopest talent up here tonight. The dopest talent, man. For you, sir, you've got so much passion to match your talent with the message. Like, you got something that the world needs to hear, my friend. Like, you got a journey to go through. The world needs to hear what you have to say. And you're going to be on stages that in front of people that you never thought you would be because of the message that needs to be heard across the world.
Thank you.
So you said testimony is your, you got a testimony and you got to spread that. So I just want to say that your journey is not here. Your journey is going to be worldwide.
I appreciate
So
that.
just keep doing what you're doing.
Come on, I gave y'all cards and everything. Just read them.
No, just a comment. You have a way about you that can reach everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Really beautiful.
That's exactly what I was
Yes.
reaching for.
Okay.
What would your superhero outfit look like?
She's got the coolest questions.
On the real, it would be like a really big poncho. Like with my favorite colors would be like red and blue and purple and stuff. And it'd be like testimony or something. I don't know. It'd be like big old T, but it would be a poncho because I like ponchos.
It's a cool instrument. How long did it take you like to master it? I don't want to say that.
I don't feel like I've mastered it, but I've been messing with loopers for like this is like the newest thing that like it's been like a couple months, like 2 months, something like that. Yeah, it's really fun. I'm trying to like get like super duper sweet at it.
Yeah, you got one up here.
Okay. I was vibing, like, that was great. That made my heart happy in ways it hasn't been happy in a minute. But, like, when did you start with, just guitar in general?
That's a funny story. I was in 6th grade, and I didn't think I was bad. But, yeah, I was in 6th grade, and I got in trouble back when I had a stepdaddy. But yeah, you know, it's like that sometimes. But yeah, I got in trouble. I took TV, video game, can't go outside. And there was this old guitar in the house. And I was like, well, I don't got nothing else to do. So I was just sitting there, like, listening to music, and I was trying to, like find the notes and all that. And after the punishment was over, I came downstairs. I was like, Mom, you, I was like, I got this song. Like, I was like, look what I did over this time. And she was like, oh my goodness, my child. And he was mad. He was like, you up there, you supposed to be on punishment. I was like, I'm not trying. I guess he thought I was trying to be defiant, but I was really just trying to find something to do. And that was the story.
Okay, I'm gonna build off of one of these questions.
That's what those were.
Knowing that you work with kind of a soundscape, what kind of sound would you have like permanently programmed into that thing? Your favorite sound that you would almost always want to hear?
Well, really with this, I like the effects with this more than that, just because that amp's kind of getting old and I used to put it in a retirement home. But there's like this little thing, it's called a filter. It's almost like a wah pedal. So I like whenever I get to like actually like practice, I'm like, and I'll do it like my foot and my mouth.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that's my favorite so far. I love like Jimi Hendrix and like really like psychedelic sounding stuff. So
Cool.
That's what I'll be reaching for.
Anybody else? All right, Kate.
What was your last nightmare like?
Ooh, you said my last nightmare that I can remember.
Or the worst nightmare?
I'll put a spin on that. Has anybody ever like, what is it called, night terror? It's like I was awake. That would be like one of the scariest things. Like I had like sleep paralysis, and it actually didn't happen too long ago. It freaked me out, but I had to be cool about it, just because like I'm a G, not really. But yeah, so I was asleep, and then I was like looking at myself like this, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, and I got scared. Like usually, like I know you're not supposed to get scared in those moments, but I got scared, and I felt myself trying to come back into my physical body, and it was like, and I started shaking for I don't know how long it was. It was too long, and then I woke up and I tried to play it off, but in my head I was like, that scared the shit out of me. For real. So, yeah.
Up here, where can we get more of your music?
I'm glad you asked that, my friend. I have a duffel bag full of music right now. I got like burnt CDs with like my solo stuff on it. I have some CDs left from the band that I'm in, Solstice Rebel. And I got cards and stuff too. So yeah, come talk to me and I got it. It's all $5.
Only $5? That's almost free.
From Kristen?
I
wanted to ask him. I actually wanted to ask him, and I forgot. Who are you listening to right now?
What I'm listening to right now?
Besides yourself. Who do you enjoy listening to?
I enjoy listening to Jimi Hendrix. Who else? It's somebody. Dang, who was it? I was just on spot. Oh, Hiatus Coyote.
Ooh, oh my God.
Y'all, oh, word. Yo, yeah, that's been, like, they just dropped that Choose Your Weapon jump.
I love them.
And I thought I was gonna die twice. Rap-wise, I'm really digging Kendrick and Ab-Soul. Yeah. And then, like, local artists, Takeover, Casey, y'all today.
Yeah.
You know.
Some closing words for us before you get out of here?
I guess I'm not gonna try to be like super all, but I'll just say one, thank you guys for receiving me up here.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Two, if y'all could like support in any way, like I don't care if it's just like, yo, what's up, man? I dig that. Like, this is what I'm trying to do full time. Like, this is what I want to do full time. Like, and not even like, yo, give me the check, but like how you said, I feel like there's a message in what I'm putting in these songs, and I really want to get that out to the rest of the world so we can stop fighting and acting crazy all the time. So yeah.
Yeah. One more time for testimony. Before we call up our next performer, I would like to give Claire and Trinity an opportunity to answer that question. Who are you guys listening to right now?
Ooh, who am I listening to right now? Ooh, it's not
Did you say Hannah Montana?
It's
Oh, I was like, what?
Funny. I'm listening to this artist, James Arthur. He was on the X Factor like not a long time ago, like 3 years ago.
Okay.
And he is my life, along with Ed Sheeran, because he's like changed a little bit, but I like his old music and his new music, and I want him and to be him. So
Nice. All right, cool. So is everybody ready for their next performer? I won't even make you clap again. Good. That was respectable. That was respectable. Good. All right. So this next act, her name precedes her. I remember when I first started doing spoken word out here in the area, there was a few names that kind of floated around that held some weight, and when you met them, you were kind of like, oh, okay, so that's them. So I remember exactly where I was when I met her. It was one of my first features ever that Glowshines gave me out of Verses and Vibes on the Other Side of the Water. And it was also kind of like an open mic type thing. And when she called this woman's name, her voice started from the back of the room. And she just started doing her piece from back there, and everybody was just like, it's just a commanding voice, commanding material, just an incredible writer. Please, please welcome to the venue stage, Sue Chain.
Don't let the dress fool you. Hi, everyone. Thank you all. First of all, shout out to all the artists. Give them a round of applause. That was awesome. So, yeah, Sue Chains, what you call me? I go by a lot of names. I'll go by Sue Chains tonight. We'll do Sue Chains. Thank you to the venue for having me. This is my first time here performing. This is my second time here, but first time. So If I could get y'all like an interactive crowd, if I could get you to snap your fingers after I say 3, and then y'all get to the flow. So I'm gonna snap, and then 2, 3, and then y'all go. There we go. Woke up Sunday morning, got a little bad news today. They say my life ain't worth living, and time is slowly ticking away. Don't think that I'm going crazy, 'cause thoughts been running through my head. I know I gotta be strong, gotta hold on. Sometimes I'd rather give up instead. Seems like I'm better off dead. Blackberry molasses, y'all know the word? Some other things that never change. That's right, I don't like no lazy crowd. You gotta keep pushing on. The sun don't rain all the time. There's gonna be some heartache and pain. We good. Promises of better tomorrows. Verses full of yesterday's sorrows. My heart is bruised, so I ask yours. Hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar or some baking soda? You said the wait is over, like somewhere over the rainbow without a lucky clover. A mother cries herself to sleep at night. Her son a fallen soldier. He was a man that knew his purpose in life. He fought and died to protect me, you, his fam, his son, and his wife. Absolutely comfortable with my absolute. Enforce my writers in. Enlightenment pours out my pen. A blessed state in which the individual transcends desire and suffering and attains nirvana. Emancipation from ignorance and the extinction of attachments. Meaning, I let it go. And if you didn't know, you should have knew that. Behold the Lamb of awareness in the land of the careless, generation full of baskets. Walmart full of baskets on the purse. Wouldn't be worse to be in these streets than ending up in a hearse. 2 days before graduation from high school, walking to the store, minding your own business. This is the same vision. Newspaper article read, yet another slain victim. Police attack put on their badge and says protect and serve. I'm the experiment. You beat me with your deadly words. Sprinkle some ancient metaphors, some adjectives and verbs, and there's the recipe. To ever compete or be considered one half of my pedigree, Underground Railroad travels weren't physical. Spiritual travels, metamorphosis. My orifice is source's state, comparing me to Morpheus. Have knowledge and understanding of self. Have knowledge, wisdom, and understand. Your destination depends on your determination and motivation. That's number 1. Woo! So now, let's see. Hoffa has so many pieces to go through.
Ask God.
I'm just gonna be real random. You say that I've been acting different. More and more I stay away. I say a matter of opinion, that your actions do not weigh out my decision through evolvement or involvement, or better yet, lack thereof. No true connection ever present, so she lacks that love because of it. Warped in the maze of gender roles that I have dodged from you. Your definition of what it is a girl's supposed to do, like cook and clean, for example. House spick and span, because I'm not nasty. Keep the snacks in the pantry. But I'm not no fucking damsel in distress. And apparently, I'm not as great as I thought I was. You hardly ever show the love I see the fathers show their daughters. I guess finding out your 13-year-old hymen wasted in the living room on a couch, a waste of 5 minutes and a waste of her purity. On a quest, looking for the love that daddies give. She would call that daddy, and it loved her. Showed her the attention that she'd been missing at home. Alone, yet always in the company of others. Non-conformity struggle. Naturally does the opposite because to the beat of her own drum she does march. And she survives this. Makes an attempt to revise split decisions and seats at the dinner table. Her visions could never compare. Picture a circle fitting into a square. So she's alone again. On the path with no prior training. You can't tell me there's no way to fall in love with a stranger. Next. Okay. This next piece. So I refuse to believe that Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, and Mary McLeod Bethune risked their lives and died in vain so that you and I could walk the streets in peace. No dogs, no hoses, no shackles, no nooses. And so what if I'm holding hands with a white man or any other man besides a black man? I'm off that. Because if he cuts the hand that I'm holding and I cut my hand the same, we feel the same pain and bleed the same red blood. The same blood that's blue before the oxygen penetrates its pureness. But yet its pureness gets degraded day in and day out by my generation's representation of brotherhood and ignorance to its origin. There's nothing new under the sun. Initially, if they begun to do their research, they would find the same design came in the 70s. The ability to get tasks done and a unit soon began to be the only way you did things. The Panther Party, insert black. Black Panther Party was designed not to be what it became at its demise. Fight the power. Power to the people. Was never meant to interpret. Fuck the power. Let's kill all the black people. Our blatant disregard for our ancestors who died young and prayed hard so we wouldn't have to fight as hard as they fought and didn't have to die as hard as they died. In turn, we slap them in the face and participate in our own path to erase generational suicide, homicide, talking about your flag. And you tag anything you get your hands on. Support fake rappers with fake tats on their face as you're depleting our race. No more do you hear about the Ku Klux Klan, and I don't see the need. For you see, it is we that are contributing to our own gentrification, meaning that we are at fault for displacing ourselves and never speaking up when seeing wrong and needing some help. So quick to jump ship and help some other country because they need us. Can barely take care of our own issues, but here's a tissue, please, I'll help you. Yet and still we refuse to stop and help each other. Some nerve of you when you profess to others that you're my brother. And all the while, not you, bro. Fix your face. And all the while, you turn your back on me. He was like, shit, I am your brother. Okay, all right. And all the while, you turn your back on me. I simply asked, why haven't you heard me speak? You pay for strangers, but you're a no-so Sundays after 8 for free. Enough about me. Let's talk about the revolution. From what I heard, it will be televised. But I believe that it begins within you, within we, within I. Also heard if 2 or 3 gather, then change can be made. I'm just hoping that I wasn't too late. All right, can I get some more snaps? I'm going away for a while, but I'll be back, don't try and follow me. Y'all going too fast. But I'll return as soon as possible. See, I'm trying to find my place. It might not be here where I feel safe. Y'all gonna sing. We all learn to make mistakes and run from them, with no direction. Or run, Miss Gotti goes from them, with no conviction. I'm just one of those ghosts. Keep going, y'all lazy as hell. Traveling endlessly. The ones we trusted the most pushed us far away, and there's no one road. We should not be the same. I'm just a ghost, and still they echo me. We're good. I am alone in a world that doesn't accept me. Deeper than the color of my skin, I come from a tribe of kings and queens. A tribe that got disconnected off a letter from a crow named Jim. In the letter, it says they want to break down our family, starting with the men, distort the image of what we really should see. So sad my cousin didn't know his mother want his daddy too. All he knows is that he doesn't want to go to school anymore. None of the cool kids make good grades. What they do now is skip class. What they don't know is that without rearing, without guidance, you live and die by the gun. Or they will label you. With many dudes in places secluded, home sweet home. I'm the culmination of your wildest dreams and your worst nightmares. At times receive a slight glare by those that aren't familiar. Intimidating stance by nature. Objects viewed from so far away without as much as an attempt to get the facts. Condone the structure that is intact. It's that you lack the sentiment. Those are my thoughts. I am the rose that grew from concrete. Don't lose sleep.
All right.
All right. Two more. Y'all good? Two more?
Yeah.
Work? Okay. I thought that maybe this one would have been my forever finding. As eloquent as the ribbon in the sky for our love. People often say, I should have seen it coming. Those nights, alone, off to my thoughts in the bathroom. Haze fills the premises along with positive vibes times meditation. The herbal dose, medication, is preferred over libations. Will you, as in self, you, be able to survive on your own? Time for something different. It's okay because people change all the time. What they thought they may have needed, when all along you can never provide. The love and affection, forever cherished, but you ain't the bride, and never will be. Even though the character is guilty, you can never fully blame them for participating in the amusement ride. See each other for who we really are. Two, helpless, scarred, enchanted souls, were dared not to be the cause of your woes. I told you, I only want what's best for you. An odyssey, only to begin at the end again. It takes a while to befriend again. It takes even longer for hearts to mend and pain to heal. Expectations lowered for the season, normally too high and would never have made the mark. A fight to see who wins the match that was destined for failure to begin with. Spiritual sin. I mean, our souls danced, baby. Atop a flame cascaded by moon prisms. Snap out of it, lost and found. But a result of being found now different. Taste buds different. Fake love, fake hugs. Give it. Everyone trying to take the next exit on the highway because we're running out of gas. Tired of running for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see who the old heads are. Like, if you know this song, I want you to sing it with me. And I want to point out the old heads, like my 96 real hip hop heads in the building. We go.
Uh-oh. All right, word, let's go.
Diamonds all shining, looking all fine. Pretty little face, get a little high. Young girl struggling, trying to survive. Mother of the earth, she made you and I. Just tired of playing the same old games, messing with my mind, emotional things. And there goes a black girl lost. If you really knew me, you would know pain fills my heart. Don't want to be hurt again. No more abortions, fed by broken promises. People taking kindness for my weakness. But I'm stronger than you think I am. Just never learned from my mistakes of happenstance. And at first glance, I may appear that my defenses are up. And once inside my heart, will never know when enough is enough. Don't feel the need to speak on many things, just hold it inside. Once I explode, innocent bystanders, my victims of this verbal homicide, but I decided long ago that I wouldn't take anymore. Can't be the welcome mat that lies on the floor. 2015, I settled the score, and I wrote this in 2006. Wow, so I had to switch it. 2015, I settled the score. If you don't like it, well, you can kiss my black. As I progress, I'll take a look at people through my magnifying glass. Don't focus on my past. If you really knew me, you would know behind the facades lies a child that grew up too soon. A child that didn't take heed to what her mother told her, who had to see for herself. At the tender age, 11 years old, smoking. At 12, fornicating with every Teron Deviante, and here we go again. If you really knew me, you would know I took sips of my father's VSOP, thinking I was MVP and VIP. What did I have to look forward to besides love? Looking for it, all the wrong places. I thought the small space between my legs was love sacred. If you really knew me, you would have saved me. Diamonds all shining, looking all fine. Pretty little face, get a little high. Young girl struggling, trying to survive. Mother of the earth, she made you and I. Just tired of playing the same old games, messing with my mind, emotional things. And there goes a black girl lost. Life is about more than pretty weaves and gold teeth. Reality TV shows promoting false reality and painting a picture that is sure to doom our youth. Whitney Houston sung her heart out about the greatest love of all and how the children are our future. I'm surrounded by the truth. The proof of children having children, bearing fruit when they're not even wise enough to tie their own shoes. Slipping and falling over the same cracks we skipped because it would break your mama's back. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes Sally, remote control hoe in her jeans that flows Sally, her jeans snatched off nightly, alone in these streets. At a party, she's entertainment, never trying to be wifey, sole controller of the whole globe, so she medicates. To ease her mind, a glass of wine for breakfast. The wake and bake sits on the dresser. Spark the light of blessings, levitate. Been waiting for this moment all her life, when she could break the ties that hold her. I tried to tell her to slow down, but she wouldn't listen. Sweet on the outside, with the mind of a vixen. By the sound of her diction, she must have dropped out of high school in the 11th grade. Afraid that if she achieved a feat that was never done, she would have been humiliated. So she decided against it. Diamonds all shining, looking all fly. Pretty little face, you get a little high. Young girl struggling, trying to survive. Mother of the earth, she made you and I. Just tired of playing the same old games, messing with my mind, emotional things. Confirmation. And there goes a black girl lost.
Yeah. Keep it going for S-Dot, everybody. All right, who'd like to kick off our question portion? Anybody got a question? Kate?
Tacos or burritos?
Ah. Coño. taco salad.
There you go. Yeah.
Richard.
Alright, what would you say are 3 steps to, I guess, like, pushing forward with the revolution, if you will?
Well, you said steps?
Yeah, or just like 3 things that you would do, personally.
Well, I believe that teamwork makes the dream work. First of all, we gotta deprogram ourselves from all the bullshit. I feel like our generation was the experiments of all the bullshit, like the TV and the Kool-Aid and the Simpsons and all kinds of crazy shit they showed us. And like, I feel like if we just all get together and realize that we are just humans and get off that dumb 60s shit, because it's 2015, we still doing the same thing. Like, come together, let's learn. If you have something you can teach me, I know I got something I can teach you, and vice versa. Get off the money thing. Money's not real. We need to start bartering, get together. You need to fucking start talking to people. Say hi, smile, something. You know, that'll get it started. Just coming together, the togetherness. We can't do shit if we're not together. It won't work. So when we come together, whatever that thing is, which I think it's music. So, yeah, music and just working together as a team.
Anyone else? Joel?
When did you start writing and performing, and what inspired you to do that? What was the drive to do that?
Well, 21 years ago, I started rapping because of Biggie Smalls. I heard Biggie and I was like, yo, I'm Biggie Soobs. So I started rapping. I was Biggie Soobs for a couple of years. And then, you know, rapping is just poetry to a beat. So I started writing more poetry.
Actually, she's been into music for a while.
Oh.
Because the punishment, at 2 years old, this was her punishment. She couldn't listen to the Quiet Storm. Woo! She's been into music all her life. So.
Thanks, Mom.
How many pillows do you sleep with?
6.
Yes.
I'm a pillow.
Anybody else got a question for Sue? All right. Yes, right here.
You got a boyfriend?
Yo, chill, B. Get out of here with that shit. Anybody else? I thank you guys for your time.
Thank you so much.
To close, aspire to inspire before you expire.
Oh, wow, I like that.
One more time for Sue Chain, F-Dot. She goes by many names. All right, now, if you guys will indulge me, I'll do a couple pieces and then we'll get out of here. Cool?
Yeah.
Everybody give up for George.
So I had started going, I don't know, a couple years ago, I started attending these meetings called Loveaholics Anonymous. I'm one of those people that has a tendency to love first and ask questions later. That typically doesn't work out, especially when you're a poet type. So I started going and I got through the situation and I stopped going. And recently I found myself going back to these meetings because, so there's this girl. At least I think she's a girl. Honestly, I'm not quite sure she's even human because now that I think about it, I don't remember ever seeing her feet touch the ground. There's this cushion of air that exists somewhere between the earth and the soles of her feet. She doesn't walk, she hovers. I'm sure this girl has sonnets in her smile, limericks in her laughter, moves quick like haiku with soliloquies in her footsteps. She lives a life of free verse. Wow. No canvas worthy of her image, she keeps her paintings hanging from the insides of her eyelids. This girl has the curves of a handcrafted mandolin, and I'd strung her till she produced the perfect song or cried out the sweetest melody. My God, this girl is a walking wet dream I have while wide awake. This girl is in my thoughts like breathing is. Natural, subconscious, continuous. And this girl has no idea that I exist.
Wow.
So that's why I'm starting to go to these meetings. That's why I started going to these meetings, because I'm really, really into her, and she doesn't know. And finally, I kind of just had to put my foot down, because I don't want to get hurt again. And I'm one of those people that loves first and asks questions later. So I just finally had to say, you there! I'm going to need you to turn down your cool. I cannot afford to fall for you right now. I hope you understand. I'm sure you understand. What am I saying? We're so alike, it's damn near creepy. Of course you understand, so please, could you stop liking everything I like already? Could you quit quoting all my favorite writers? Stop watching all the same movies as me? Quit having such a similar worldview? And while we're on the subject, could you stop smelling like an invitation? Could you turn down the brightness on your smile just a little bit? It's so beautifully blinding. I'm having to shield my eyes and my heart just to see clearly. And the volume of your soul is set so loud that I can barely hear my own heartbeat. But maybe that's a good thing. You don't want to like me. You're nervous. I can tell because you can't stop tapping your foot when I sit beside you. It's okay. I'm nervous too. But my feet are tap dancing you a message in Morse code. SOS, SOS, I'm falling. Someone catch me before my heart acts irresponsibly. But damn, this free fall is delicious. So get that net out from under me. I'm not scared, and for once the ground just doesn't look so frightening. As a matter of fact, I'm not even bracing for the impact.
All right.
Ultimately, I guess that was kind of counterproductive to the whole not letting her know how you feel. But like I said, I'm one of those people that loves first, and I ask questions later. So after all that, she says, why don't you tell me what you think of me? So I was like, okay. I am absolutely, positively, 100% head over heels in like with you. I like you like crazy. You were the like of my life, and life is like a box of chocolates, so you never know what we might get. I like you a whole lot of bunches of oodles, and oodles of tons. I like you so much that liking you made me forget how much I like chocolate milk. And if you know me, like I know that you know me, then you know that I really, really like chocolate milk. So that shit's like serious. I like you like a Facebook status. I'm giving you the thumbs up. Get it, baby? Facebook status, thumbs up. Hell, I like you like Valley girls like to say like, and I mean, that's like awesome. I like you the way the sun likes to warm the beach, the way stars like to decorate the sky, the way the moon likes to tug on the ocean. But you're much too sweet and pretty to be anything like that cold, pale moon. So I like to think that if you were a heavenly body, instead of having a heavenly body, that you would be a red star going supernova, a billion light years away, casting cosmic fairy dust into my atmosphere as I fall into your orbit. What I'm saying is, I'd like to revolve around you. I'd like to fall into you like you were a swimming pool full of all the things I like the most. I like you like waves, like boats, like Eskimos, like coats. I like you like I like hot butter on my breakfast toast. Good morning. What I'd like to wake up to. I'd like to be the man in your life, and I'd like to build a life together. And maybe I like you a little bit too much, and maybe, just maybe, that's okay this time. Maybe all this like is beginning to like tiptoe into the arenas of love, but honestly, I would like that too. So after all that, she was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't feel the same way. I was like, oh, okay. So
So you find out why it's very dangerous to love first and ask questions later. She said, "You're just not my type. You're just not what I'm looking for. You're just not who I want to say. But I loved you like a fairy tale. I, your Prince Valiant, released you from your tower of discontent. I washed away your witches. I defeated all your dragons. I gobbled up your goblins. You said I was your hero. I donned a cape for you. Forgive me. It's just that when you said I was your hero, I thought you meant you needed to say it. So, that's why I'm going to these meetings, because old habits die hard. And you see, there's this girl, right? Thanks. I'm gonna leave you guys with a poem that I wrote for the world at large, and then we'll get out of here. Actually, I guess it's not fair to have everybody subjected to the Q&A, so I guess when I'm done, if you guys want to ask me anything, I'm an open book. And then we'll get out of here. This is called The Nature of Things. And this kind of came from the thought that I heard somebody say, no matter how much furniture you pack into a Honda Civic, it'll never be a pickup truck. And that's very true. But some of us, we have the ability to be more than what we were made for, so long as we want to be made for more. So that's what this is about. I think, deep down, most hammers would much rather be pillows, preferring to rest a head than to strike one. I have a rough time believing that sandpaper wouldn't prefer to be satin, you see. I think some of us act harder than we need to, simply because we haven't been presented with the options. Given a choice, I'd like to think that any barrier would much rather be a gate swung wide open like arms that haven't seen you in years saying, "Come on in. Welcome home. You made it." So here's to every wish that drowned because its penny couldn't swim. Here's to every rainbow that ever bent over backwards, reaching for the sun every time the sky cried, and for any shamrock that perished with its wishes still trapped within its four leaves, cut down prematurely by a lawnmower blade whose only wish was to be a sprinkler head instead. This is for being better than our nature, for going outside of our means and becoming more than what we were made for. This is for the understanding that sometimes a crowbar just needs to be a key, and sometimes a lock needs to just not exist anymore. There are pebbles that dream of being boulders, and boulders that dream of being feathers. Somewhere, there's a puddle with ocean aspirations. And today, maybe today he's just a puddle. But tomorrow he'll be a pond, and then a brook, and then a stream, and then a river, and then one day that ocean that will become the raindrops on a 4-year-old's nose who's splashing in a puddle, pretending to be a giant, playing in an ocean. So here's to the nature of things. Here's to the cycle of order, and to the knowledge that all things have a purpose, beyond their purpose, especially you. Cheers. All right. Shoot.
Okay, what type of music do you listen to while you're creating?
Oh, I actually when I'm writing, I try not to listen to music too much, unless I'm working on a song, obviously. But my tastes range from, oh my God, you got to listen to this, to please don't judge me for listening to this. A little bit of everything. Hip hop's got my heart. It was my first love. I must have, there's I let my tape rock till my tape popped. That was Common Sense Resurrection. I think I bought that album probably 3 or 4 times because you let somebody borrow it.
it would come off. Back in the day, cassettes weren't very sturdy. They'd snap. CDs would get scratches on them. But I would play that on repeat when I was teaching myself how to rap. That and Daddy's Home by Big Daddy Kane were the two albums I listened to repeatedly. But when I'm writing now, if I am listening to music, it's instrumental, because I got a tendency to get too influenced by what I hear in the background. And sometimes I won't even realize I heard it. You know what I mean? Like subconsciously, it kind of ends up back there. And you don't want to accidentally bite somebody in your work. So. Yeah. Is that it? What's up, Kate?
You could choose a dinosaur to ride to work every day. What dinosaur?
Pterodactyl. It flies. That was easy. Give me some more. Pterodactyls all day long.
Finish this sentence. Art is.
Oh, wow. Art is earth without the air. Anybody?
Okay, I got a harder one.
Okay.
What mythical creature would you be?
Griffin, it flies. Come on, challenge me. No, seriously, is that it? Everybody good? All right. Okay.
I got one more.
Sure.
Since Josiah and I answered the same question, how long does it take you to write a poem?
Ooh. It depends. It depends. Some pieces have taken a couple days. Some take a couple months. None of them ever just hit the page and are done, if that answers your question. It usually takes me a while. I'm a very slow writer. And I'm what I call a mood writer. I gotta be in the mood to write, which is not good when you're trying to make your art your living, but it is what it is. I can't force anything. But anywhere between a couple hours to a couple months. Like Breakthrough. That took forever. That's the one I started with all the cartoon references. That took a long time, believe it or not. You would think it'd be easy to just write down a list of all the cartoons you liked, but yeah. Anybody else?
How long you been doing this?
I've been doing spoken word for 3 years. I've been performing pretty much my whole life and writing for as long as I can remember. My mom says that I would write stories with pictures like a damn caveman. I would just draw the little pictures and I would sit down and tell her a whole story based off of one sheet of stick figures. So I guess that's where it started.
I got a question.
Sure.
If you were a pair of shoes, what pair of shoes would you be?
I wouldn't be shoes.
They don't fly.
They don't fly. And get closer to the earth that way without them. Sandals, I guess, so that your feet are open and can breathe.
Oh, I got.
That was a good question.
You might know this. What's the difference between spoken word, poem, and I think it was one more, slam?
I don't really think they're necessarily differences. Slam is what we refer to as the competition side of spoken word. I remember when I first started doing spoken word, like my only references were slam videos you see on YouTube. So I thought I had to say everything really, really fast and very, very indignant, and I thought I had to be an asshole in every poem I wrote. And then I realized, well, shit, they don't even have to be long. You can write little tiny poems, and you can say the art of a short poem. I like to call them shot glasses. Is something very challenging, and it's something that I hope I never master, because I do have so much fun with trying to take what could be a 3-minute piece worth of ideas and condense it into 5 lines and not lose the impact. So that's always a lot of fun for me. But it all falls under the same umbrella. Poetry, like she said, rap is poetry, rock is poetry, spoken word is poetry. I don't really see much differences in it. Because even with spoken word, there's a rhythm to it. You know what I mean? You may not hear the music, but it's in there. It's in there. It's definitely, there's beats and all that good stuff.
Okay.
All right, well, that being said, I want to thank all my features tonight. Let's make some noise for them.
Great job.
Let's make some noise for yourselves for being such an amazing audience. All right, we do the open mic here every Monday from 7 to 11, $3 over the summer. When the fall hits, we'll go back to our regular rate of $2. And we do this on the last Sunday of every month with new features every month. So please welcome, or you are more than welcome to join us for any of our events. We do plays, we've got acting for poet classes, playwriting classes, burlesque classes, we do burlesque shows once a month. So look us up at venue-35.com and you'll see the entire venue menu of what we do here.
Yeah.
And all right, thanks you again, and get to where you're going safe.
Thank you.